It's showtime.
BSnBEER Media, in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network.
Introducing the best in the world.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the show. Best in the world. Hashtag BITW. I am Dale. With me today, Trell from Sports For You. What's up, Trell?
Man, what is going on, Dale? How we doing today on this Thursday? You know, favorite day of the week.
That's right, man. We got a good football game coming up, but we have to talk about some good wrestling that happened this week. It's a really good time for me. Getting to see all the good things that I want to see. We're gonna start off in the realm of AEW. That's right, because my one of my favorites. It's just one of my favorites. I have many favorites, like you know. Okay, but
but this one tenders your loins.
It does a lot. Okay. Mina Sharikova is back in AEW. She's gonna have a match on Collision. It sucks that they put her on Collision because I gotta watch Collision.
Yeah, you got to take 10 minutes out of your night to check out Collision for the first time in a year.
Yes. So now I have to go try to find Mina on Collision here. Definitely worth it, I think. She did the Mina shake there, and freaking
there it is.
Freaking Renee.
Look at the hand in the middle.
Come on, Renee. Why you gotta be hating?
You know. Hey, if you notice, you see where she looked at first before she lost her cool. The baby having a baby wasn't that good to her. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I understand, Renee. I understand, but let the ladies be ladies. You know.
Yes. Look. I love me some Mina. All right. So happy to see her back. Hopefully she doesn't leave again. And and she just stays there, because look, Mina is freaking great. Okay. Love me some Mina. So what did you think then about what they're doing with Mina, having her come in and then wrestling Harley Cameron, I guess, on Collision? But I know the overall outlook is to have her go back with Toni Storm and Mariah May and continue that story.
Yeah, I think that story has ran its course with Toni Storm. I don't know why Toni Storm is still dragged into it, because you ain't gonna tell me they're gonna go through this all the way just to lead up to Toni Storm getting her title back. So you have her disappear, have her go to Stardom or wherever she went in Japan with Mina, and it's like, you know, they're doing their thing. Then when Mina comes back to the States, she's you know, buddy with Mariah May. So I'm assuming this is gonna lead to a championship match between Mina and Mariah May, which, you know, that's probably gonna tear Dale's heart apart, or maybe not.
Yeah.
But
it would.
So having them go for the gold, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I wish they would have Mina on main television. It doesn't have to be Collision.
Yes.
I mean, they could have took the Learning Tree segment out and put that match in there.
Yes.
With Harley Cameron. Both these women need time to shine
Put that crap on ROH where it belongs.
Yes, exactly. Let these women cook. Let them put on a good, entertaining, comedic battle. Show us what they've been doing in Stardom. We want to see some Stardom. We want to see some Stardom. Mariah May, and we don't need Tony right now, but I'm pretty sure this triple. It might lead to a triple threat. If that leads to a triple threat, then I'm okay with.
Okay. Yeah, I could see a triple threat happening. That makes sense. And being able to get them all on the screen same time and everything like that. So I see that. What's up, Jay?
Whoa, what's up, fellas?
Hey, glad you make it.
All
How's
right,
everything
man.
over there, man? You good now?
Oh yeah, man. It was storming. It's been storming for the past week, man.
Okay.
But everything good? Y'all fellas doing all right?
Yeah, man. We're just
Yep.
talking about AEW and Mina Sharapova coming there, and
Mhm.
your thoughts on what's happening with Mina.
Honestly, I don't even know who y'all talking about. I'm just gonna be all 100% honest.
What? You don't know who we
Oh,
talking about? Let me
you done broke the man's
let
heart
me put you
already.
on
Oh
paper.
no. Oh no. Come on, Jay. We've been talking about her for the past 6 months.
Hold on here, Jay. Like,
You said
let me
you
help
said
you out.
Mina.
Yes, Mina.
You gotta
The
refresh. You gotta
Asian,
refresh my memory.
Here we
the one that
go.
isn't her.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Mina. Right?
Hey, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Okay. So yeah, but they brought her back to AEW. She's gonna have a match on Collision this week versus Harley Cameron.
Mhm.
So that's the deal. Well, that's what's going on with her. So I'm guessing though they're gonna have her go back and interact with Mariah May and Tony Storm. And Terrell was just saying we may have a triple threat match with those three happen eventually. So
I could see it because of they got some catching up to do. Being honest with you, like WWE and foreign talent, they're on the roll.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sure. Um, so let's talk a little bit about the Death Riders. Um, so it's no more BCC for sure. We have the Death Riders here, and to me, it kind of seems like they got what's the name doing like bodyguard work, almost like China.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was okay. All right, I like it. She's an imposing figure. And her face work is great. Like she always looks really angry.
I think that's just her normal face, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I
all right.
I
forgot
was
what it looked like when she
I,
smiled.
I was about to tell you she got automatic resting bitch face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. So I mean, what do you guys think about the name Death Riders, and what do you guys think about what's going on with them? Trell, let's start with you.
I think they could have came up with a better name. They pretty much named the group after his finisher,
Finishing move.
basically.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Mm.
I think they could have got a better name with that. I understand why they finally got away from Blackpool Combat Club because they,
Yeah.
that was Real Regal's, idea, which that name was, all right. But Death Riders is like, I guess they don't. This is why they don't have good writers back there because they don't know how to come up with a good name. So
Mhm.
um, I guess it's cool for now. But shout out to my guy John because he's been asking this question for weeks, if not months. What is the end game with Marina Shafir? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, what's next for her? Is she going for gold later? Is she just gonna be a mute person that doesn't talk? Is she gonna get a? Is she
Right.
gonna have a match? Is she a
And
manager
this,
because
this
she
is
can't
why
wrestle?
I brought up China, because it's like she is being like a bodyguard of John Moxley a little bit. I saw her kind of like quote unquote save him right this week, but
That was a botch.
yeah, but it's like there's nothing for her. It's always about whatever's going on, the chaos they're trying to create as a group.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it's a good question of what is next for her. She's never interacted with any kind of females in any of these attacks or anything like that. So maybe she goes to one of the lower AEW title cards or whatever, like international championship or the AEW Global Championship or the AEW Box Championship or the AEW Triangle Championship, whatever they got. They got a bunch of them.
Oh, looks like we got
I
some
thought you
breaking
were
news
making
from
up names.
We got some
I
breaking
mean,
news
they
from,
might be real. I don't know.
we got some breaking news. John said that Marina's going to Bloodsport next week. So it looks like she's
Oh.
gonna get some action time before maybe she actually gonna be doing some shit in the future. So that's some good information right there. So now really looking forward to seeing what happens with her. And on top of that, what's the end game for this takeover? So we speculated months ago that it was Shane McMahon, but now it's like we haven't heard anything. Everything died down. So is this just a regular storyline that's going nowhere? Because I'm gonna be highly disappointed if there's nothing that comes out of this, and Orange Cassidy or Darby Allin just beats Moxley and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they ain't that dumb.
That's
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose half of their fans if something like that happen. So they got to give the payoff. It's probably one of the most known storylines because I mean I'm gonna be real with you. I kind of like Death Riders because it fits. It fits the whole monarchy that they're going through right now.
Yeah.
The whole shift. So it kind of fits it, even though they could have probably came up with something better than sounding like a damn biker club, but it kind of fits the situation. You know, I aim low with AEW. My expectations are not high, but they gotta really wreak havoc, like really start wreaking some havoc, and live up to the name.
I'm
And
wondering.
uh
I'm wondering, are they gonna add more members? Because you mean to tell me it's just four guys and one chick beating up half of the
Right.
half
The
of most
roster.
the rosters?
Yes.
Like, I mean, all it takes is just 10 people to band together and they have numbers. So,
my
like,
thoughts exactly. I was about to say that.
And noticeably, the elite were absent from the show this week. I'm wondering, are they going to get like a reboot or something like that, and let John Moxley just kind of take over AEW? I don't know.
I think they're gonna come back as faces and be the finally you guys are here and finally we got the elite that we known and love, something like that.
Okay.
So, but we'll see.
Have y'all ever and I know this is a broad question because most people have. They had two takeover events in TNA. One of them was the TNA newcomers versus the TNA originals.
Hmm.
Then they had the TNA originals versus the main event Mafia. And this situation, I'm really hoping is more like a main event Mafia situation.
Okay.
I mean, not main event Mafia. Damn, what the hell it was called? Aces of Ace. I'm sorry, that's what it was. Aces of Ace.
Oh yeah.
Because main event Mafia was Sting and all them. Sting and Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle and all them. But Aces of Eight was basically the Dudleys took over everything. So I'm hoping it's more like Aces of Eights. Because if it's like an Aces of Eights, it's gonna pay off, and it's gonna pay off well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they had TNA had better writers too, so there was an end game on that. I don't trust Tony right now, so I really don't know. I'll hopefully you're right and we're all right and we finally get what we want, but I don't trust Tony Khan and how they're booking because it came off cool at first, like oh shit, there's a takeover because we all speculated it's Shane, we all put in our theories of who it is, but it's been the same thing as like there's been nothing and they have big pay-per-views come and go already and we still got no answers.
Yeah. So we got Full Gear a week from Saturday. So I guess we'll talk about that card when we get to it for sure. And hopefully we have some good matches with that one. All right, so let's get over to WWE.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
I missed the hurt signature section again.
Oh, okay. All right. Go.
No. Yeah.
Hurt Syndicate.
Okay, because this is probably my favorite thing at AEW right now.
All right. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, it definitely is. Now,
So,
what do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts on them going after? I think it's whole Sesame gang. I just think it's just damn. I can't think of his name. The one that Daddy played football.
Max Caster.
Okay.
Max Caster. I think they just want him.
Uh-huh.
What do y'all think about that?
So they've been recruiting, right? Like they've been handing out cards, like crazy. But on Dynamite, they talked about there being a fourth member. And if they handed out these many cards for them only to want one person, that doesn't make much sense to me. Like that was my only problem with it. I could see the Hurt Syndicate being bigger than this because they're handing out cards like crazy. Did I read that totally wrong?
No, I mean, maybe they're handing out cards and they figuring which one's gonna step up. But yeah, you know what? No, it doesn't make any sense because if anything, it would just focus on one person. Like here's my card. Think about it. We keep in touch, but they gave it to Leo Rush, gave it to Ricochet, gave it to Max Caster, gave it to Mercedes upon his initial arrival. Yep. So I'm pretty sure somebody from Top Flight probably got one. Who knows?
Right.
But I think it might be Ricochet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I can see Ricochet fitting him and Shelton, running roughshod where you got Bobby and MVP, doing their thing. And maybe they do expand and get a female and they get Mercedes, or maybe it is just four. Because if it's just four, it's like, there's a lot of people they missed out on outside of Ricochet. You still got, I've said it multiple times, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yep.
He should have been like the main person that got a card. So we'll see. I mean, if it's just one, I'll vote Ricochet.
Yeah, I'm with you with that. That was my initial thought because the man, despite his WWE departure, the man still look good in the suit. You feel me? He got the ability, and that would just boost his stock at AEW. Because I'm gonna be real with you. To me, his AEW run has been it's been mediocre. Especially compared to his last WWE run. So, you getting with the Hurt Syndicate, that's gonna boost your stock up. That's tag team champions, right? Him and Shelton, tag team champions, right there.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
And I think Powerhouse Shobbs, I think he's still might be that fourth member, and they might get Ricochet down the line.
Okay.
Because it'll be a hell of an impact if it's just like somebody that, it's not who we thought it was. I mean, again, it's Tony Khan we're talking about, but
true. That's true. Okay.
I think,
but you do see it at more than four members.
Yeah, I see that as more than four members with two females.
Okay. Yeah. It makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right, cool. Let's get over to WWE then. the WWE ID program was announced, and now they're starting to announce people that they've ID'd. So I don't know if you guys knew any of these people that have been ID'd, but it's been several different wrestlers that we've seen be ID'd. I know some people from Booker T school actually got ID, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they gonna always get ID'd. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
they gonna,
still waiting on one name.
Okay.
who? Who you waiting on?
I'm still waiting on one name that's that's part of that family tree. If you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm waiting on that one too. Damn, I thought that was Zelina Vega.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on. I'm still waiting on to hear that Zilla got the call, man. I'm waiting on that.
Oh, they
I keep kind of reading a little bit. It's like something's going on. And like he may be under contract with WWE at this time, right?
Maybe.
It makes sense.
I mean, it's hard to keep stuff a secret nowadays because a lot of people like to spoil it. So if that's the case, it's like, hey, kudos, because we didn't know. So we didn't know if Jacob was in or not at first, and Jacob got in. We didn't know that Tualoa was signed. We just thought it was just Tamatonga. So we didn't know his brother got re-signed. So if they're keeping Zilla a secret, we can see him make an appearance at War Games.
Okay, so they were Solo kind of teased that there would be a fifth member. He teased Sami Zayn, and that got shut down. Because Sami Zayn is indeed part of the OG bloodline. We saw them reunite. So that gives the OG bloodline 4 members, and Solo's bloodline has 4 members. Do we think they're going to go 5? I mean, I know.
Oh no, it's 5.
A little bit last week.
It's 5. It's 5. It's definitely 5.
Because Roman pretty much broke the news when he was like, "There's only 4 of you." So I was like, "Oh shit!" So it is gonna be 5. So it's gonna be 5, but those 2 are gonna be kept secret, and everyone's losing their minds thinking it's Kevin Owens and Cody. But what if it is Zilla and Dwayne?
I could definitely see that.
So, yeah, so who knows, man? Because that ain't gonna be Paul Heyman in the ring. So, so hopefully it's someone within the family. So 2 of them, it's like I don't see any one of them getting outnumbered. So I'll be disappointed if it is Kevin and Cody, because they should have their own championship match at Survivor Series by themselves.
Exactly.
Because it'll make Kevin Owens look like a hypocrite that, talking about Cody team with the bloodline, and then he will team with Solo's bloodline, who literally he's been fighting with this year. So it wouldn't make any sense to have KO, in War Games. So I'm hoping it's I know for sure it's probably gonna be Dwayne, but the other one, I don't know. What if it is Lance or something, or even though he's going to NXT, what if they change plans? They put Lance in there.
Yeah. I mean,
they put in the other Tongan. So, yeah.
Oh, forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, give me your thoughts, Jay.
I mean, I still think Kevin Owens gonna ambush Sami Zayn when he come to SmackDown right before War Games. And it's gonna leave a hole inside of the OGBYN. No, I'm just kidding. The original bloodline. But
that almost went over my head.
Yeah, I caught it late too.
Sorry, Nessa.
But Yeah, and it's gonna be forced to be like, oh well, who y'all going a man down at War Games? It wouldn't be the first time it happened. You know,
Okay.
Maybe 2 men down.
so well, no, because I feel like
It's gonna be 5. So they're gonna be 2
well,
men
yeah,
down and Sammy gets taken out.
but Solo is definitely going. Oh wait, oh, you're saying yeah, they're gonna be 2 men down. Yeah, sure is. Huh? Maybe
It's
set.
like,
Maybe they might get set.
well, he already shut that
Mm.
down.
Yeah, both of
Yeah,
them. He was like, I ain't teaming with him, and I ain't teaming with the wannabe.
yeah, but Jay said the same thing, and look what the Bloodline did to him.
All right, so this is one of the thoughts that's been out there on the internet. I thought was
Okay.
interesting. What if Solo's bloodline reveals The Rock is the mastermind behind all of this? So he's the 5th member.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 5th member for Roman's side is Paul Heyman. Because we hadn't seen him since he got, put out. Now, I know Paul
That
Heyman
man
is
is-
not typically a fighter, but we've seen the antics of him, Roman Reigns holding him back and all this stuff to try to get at a fan. We've seen this. And so, what if Roman is like, yo, we got this. We bring him back Paul Heyman because we need the wise man in this situation. That's all we missing.
They're
I
trying to
just
get
gotta
this man killed, man.
right. Definitely, they're trying to get him killed. Like really, the man just got into the Hall of Fame. Damn, let him live at least 2-3 more years.
This man trying to get this man killed for no reason at all. What did he do to you, Dale? What did he do to you, man? Like,
I just
you
think
put
Dale
one of the
liked the
girls
way
in the
Paul
bloodline
Heyman.
or what?
I think Dale just liked the way Paul Heyman sells when he's getting his ass beat.
Because that'd be the cold. That'd be a cold piece of work. If that 5th man is in fact Paul Heyman, is like, I'm hopping on Twitter. I'm tracking Dale down. I'm gonna be like, damn you, Dale.
Hey, I just got a brain for it.
Okay.
Something nobody ain't think about. What if the 5th member is Rikishi?
Yeah. Though I like
I
that.
mean,
If we could do Rikishi on their side and do Paul Heyman on the other side. Yeah, let's do that.
No, I ain't trying to put Paul Heyman in at all, Dale. I ain't trying to put Paul Heyman in the mix at all.
you trying to shove Heyman's face over Kishi's ass. I see what's going on here. I see what you're doing, Dale.
Yes,
I can
we need
I
it.
can sniff that a mile away.
We need it.
Oh man, that would be something if if Keish is because we all been talking about how Keish should be implemented in the Bloodline story if WWE permitted. So if it's Keish, where does that leave Dwayne? Like he can still pull up at the end of the show and still whoop down Roman Reigns' Bloodline without actually being in the match, or they can treat Rock's appearance like they did Randy Orton. They have him come back right, when the bell, the buzzer goes off for that 5th member, and it's him. So,
Yeah.
And then he
if
fuck
that's
around,
the
he
case, I'm
betrayed
pretty
him.
sure Roman's gonna have his 5 by the time Survivor Series starts. It's just Solos is gonna be a secret.
Yeah, because that'll work a hell of a lot better. Because I mean, just think about it. You have to for Solo. It has that question mark. Because who could it be? Like real talk. Right now in WWE, who could it be? Don't nobody want to mess with no wannabe.
Yeah.
So it'll be a huge surprise if Rikishi is that 5th member, and he he like, he did what you two couldn't do, and y'all been here
Yeah.
13 years.
Right.
He's the head of the table. And then Rock come out, be that fifth or fourth member for Roman team, well the fifth member for Roman team, surprise, and Rock turned on him right before the climax of the match.
Okay. Okay.
And
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Ricky,
So like Solo will have his 5, and we all think it's gonna be Rock, and then boom,
mm,
Hulk Hogan style.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
basically
Uh,
Hulk Hogan style,
Shit.
and then you could put Rikishi, you could put everybody in Rikishi's ass at that
yeah.
point,
Yeah.
and
Man, who
Rikishi
is
could
with
show up
y'all in that
on
man's
SmackDown. Hey, it was a hit in the 2000s. So hey,
ass?
it was a hit in the 2000s. So you got to do it. He got a stank face. Hell, you got all the women doing a stank face now. So that's just how
We're not mad
you
at
know.
that, and we're not mad at that. You know,
Oh hell no, I'm not
they,
mad
they,
at Rhea Ripley at all.
Mm-hmm.
neither was Naya, but the only
But then
person
you
who was mad
have
was Shayna because it wasn't her.
ex- exactly, exactly. But then you have Rikishi continue that long term storyline. I did it for The Rock.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it, man. All right.
I think the
Um.
more probable thing is going to happen is The Rock, Hulk Hogan style turning on Roman. But for that to happen, Solo's team has to have a set 5. Um, which I don't think they're going to have a set 5. I think The Rock's probably going to show up Randy Orton style from last year when like we didn't know who it was, but we knew who Randy. It was Randy, but he didn't show up on television at all until the buzzer. So I think that's where we're gonna get The Rock because Roman's gonna have the upper hand. The whole bloodline is gonna have the upper hand, and we wait for that, and then it's The Rock, and Roman's gonna be like, "What the hell?" And they're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
that stare down,
Mm-hmm.
like Kane and the Undertaker had at Bad Blood, and it's like, "You mother," and then that's where it's all gonna. I don't know. I mean, I like Jace better. That they already have a 5, and Rock comes down. He's the 5th member. He's standing side by side with Roman, and then Roman goes for an attack, and he turns Roman around and hits him in the rock bottom. That's gonna shake everything, to its core if that happens.
Wait, don't you have to make that appearance by The Rock mean something? Make it make sense when he showed up and did the whole cutthroat thing and all this stuff.
Yeah,
That'd be the
that's the
reason. That'd be
reason. That'll
like,
be the reason.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's like, oh, so this is what y'all doing? I see
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3 suckers out.
Okay.
So yeah, he didn't like what he
Okay.
saw.
Okay. I got you. All right. Well, another thing we saw this week was a banned move return. That's right. Kevin Owens freaking did the power driver to Randy Orton, and I mean he sold the hell out of it. And this is like a major injury now, right? Because Randy Orton had neck troubles before, but we saw a power driver on WWE television, and the commentators sold the hell out of it. It looked scary. Terrell, your thoughts?
Yeah, man. Because after that, I heard reports that Randy Orton was actually diagnosed with a certain issue that involves his neck and everything. So that was for them to call an audible and do that power driver makes it a little bit more real because Orton has been battling back and neck issues for years. So hopefully, it's nothing too serious and he'd be back in no time. But that was a good way to write him off by bringing back a move that damn near paralyzed Stone Cold back in the Attitude Era. So, because realistically, that type of power driver was banned because Undertaker still used a tombstone for years after that. So that particular power driver was banned, and to see it now, and it was done safely, and with the camera angles, they make it seem like it, it was devastating. So I like it. It's a good move. It solves the Randy Orton problem with when's he going to get his championship match with Cody, while Kevin Owens is still lurking around. So now that clears up any theories of The Rock coming in and getting his title shot at Cody. Randy Orton's taken out of the way. So that, I think that was a good move. So I enjoyed that segment because this is the most out of control Kevin Owens we've seen ever, and it's worse than NXT's Kevin Owens.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know about that.
Because NXT Kevin Owens was just an asshole. This Kevin Owens is like, in his mind, every single friend he had has turned their back on him for Roman Reigns, a guy that he hasn't been able to beat for 4 years. So when a man like that has that type of mentality, they're the most dangerous. They're like he's like that bald-headed Randy Orton of old.
But for me, that kind of makes you more human and less like untrustworthy, because Kevin Owens is turning on people for no reason. Like, what?
But this one, he made sense.
Basketball friendship will always live in my mind forever. Don't get me wrong, I saw it coming, but it was still the best turn ever in life. Okay,
it was a funny turn, to be honest with you. It was the funniest turn I've ever seen, because Jericho was getting annoying. You can tell Kevin Owens' face. Jericho was getting annoying. So he was like, "What's my name on this list?" And like, well, here we are.
But it was no reason for it.
That broke my goddamn heart, because I thought they were really best friends.
A lot of people were mad at that because they just bought their shirts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, bro, y'all could have let them be together for a little bit longer. Like, that's when I really started becoming like a real hardcore Jericho fan. I mean, I was already a Jericho fan, but I just seen his work,
Lift Jericho was awesome, bro.
Yeah, man. It was this Kevin Owens is like, he's been trying to tell people, what are you doing? Why are you joining them? Don't do this. And it's like, I went to war with you, and you're still fighting with these guys on their side. So I can understand his plight. So it's not like, he just turned on them because, he's playing them along. He was like, these guys don't give a shit what I'm trying to tell them. And now I spent my entire year, 2 years fighting these people, and then you're gonna team with them. I helped you win a title, right. and 6 months later you're teaming with them. Make it make sense. Yes. So it's like, I get what Kevin's doing, and it really does make him the most dangerous, because he's not attacking just anybody. He's attacking people that he had their back and they chose the ladder over him, and it's like, when you feel betrayed, that does make you dangerous, especially if you know it's coming.
What you think, Jay? Does him being able to explain his actions or being able not to explain his actions, which one is more dangerous to you?
Him being able to explain his actions, because he got a cause.
All right.
When a person fighting for a cause is the most dangerous person that you can ever meet.
Okay.
That's just like on a football field. The Saints, they were dangerous last Sunday. They were dangerous. No. It's not a shot. It's just the best. It's just the best analogy I could use right now. So it's not a shot. I'll save the shot for the beer and media podcast of the game coming up this week. But they had something to prove. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The worst person you could meet is somebody that has something to prove.
Okay. Yeah. All right. It makes sense. Look, I just saw this clip online. I gotta share this. Solo Sikoa at house shows is like winning everybody's heart. Okay. So you see him get thrown into the turnbuckle here, and then watch him fall back, Ric Flair style. But he got the one up.
I mean, he's an Uso, man. The dude is funny. Dude is seriously funny, man. Like his and people is the fact that people are saying Solo Sikoa is not ready. It's like, have you not seen this man's body of work? The dude is hilarious, and it's like he can work a mic. He has that villain in ring, work. He's been under Roman Reigns for 2 years, so like the dude is ready. Yeah, he done learned some shit. He's been quiet all this time, and now that Roman was out the way, he stepped up and started speaking. So the man is ready. Like that just proves that the dude is funny. That whole family is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about our title topic here. The U.S. women's title was announced on SmackDown. First, I mean, nice looking championship, Trail.
Yeah, I like it. Some people are complaining that it looks like the men's, but I'm like, what were you expecting? Butterflies or something? It's like, it's the Women United States Championship. It just,
I ain't gonna lie. You could have brought back the Divas title and put like a little America effect to it. You could have did something like that.
We don't need the butterfly wings, man. We don't need the butterfly wings. If no one's complaining that the NXT Women's Championship looks like the men's championship, why are we complaining about the Women's United States Championship?
Yes.
Right. In all seriousness, you're right. In all seriousness, it's. I mean, my only thing is with the title is it going to be defended on both brands, or are they going to make a women's intercontinental title, or you know what I'm saying? Because it's
from what I heard, people have been reporting that no one from Monday Night Raw has said anything about a women's IC title. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that the U.S. title is going to have a run on its own for a while. And see how that goes. If they start bringing in more females from NXT, I can see them later on down the line bringing the IC title, but I say let the United States Championship burn for a while. Give it a shot, see how it goes. Give it a nice little solo run between Raw and SmackDown, because if the tag team titles for the women are going through multiple brands, why can't the United States Championship? So, and since the women,
that was gonna be my next question. Like, is it going to travel? Because if it travels, then fine.
Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah,
just Raw and SmackDown, because NXT got the North American title. So my thing would be, my next question to you guys and John, if you're still out there. I think I know the two women that I would say would be the first women's U.S. title holder.
Okay.
Who do y'all think?
All right, the first title holder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say somebody that we're not seeing on TV currently.
Yes. Okay.
So, I think the first title holder is going to be Charlotte Flair, because when there is a title, the Charlotte Flair signal gets shined in the air, and Charlotte shows up and wins it.
Is she ready though? Is she ready?
She's ready. She's ready. Trust me. I follow her on Instagram. She's ready.
No, but I mean, is she cleared ready? Like, is she good to go? Because I didn't think about that.
By the time the title gets introduced, I'm pretty sure she will be. Especially if they're right. That's an awesome way to write her back into the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I know Charlotte
is gonna be somebody big.
It has to be.
If I know
Becky.
Charlotte, last time I heard, she hasn't signed a new contract.
I want to talk about that too.
I don't think it'd be Charlotte though, because if I know Charlotte, she likes to go with the big title. For her, I'd be hella surprised if she agrees to come back and get a secondary women's championship. But I'm still holding out the theory that it's gonna be her and Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. That's my theory.
So they're gonna run it back from the NXT days. Okay. from what she wanted. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And
That'd be
then
a nice one to put
for the
over.
inaugural champion, I would honestly, if we're talking about people who haven't been seen, what if it's Alexa Bliss?
Yeah, I forgot about Alexa. Yeah,
Good point. Good
Like
that
point.
would make sense too.
she could be someone that comes in, wins. If there's a tournament, she can be added to the tournament. I'm hoping it's not a battle royal because I
Please don't
hate
be a
battle
battle
royals
royal.
for new championships.
I
But
agree.
I can see Alexa Bliss being like a surprise return, winning. But if anything, they're probably gonna save her for the Rumble.
Yeah.
But current roster wise, it has to be either Michin or Chelsea Green.
Yeah, and like just current roster, not mentioning those women, I would definitely say Michin because she, it has that woman's title has eluded her since she's been in her WWE tenure. So
Yeah,
you know it would make
she's
sense. And then
number one in NXT.
Chelsea Green is just hilarious. Like,
He's also over, bro.
but my thing is with Chelsea Green is I wouldn't want that title to be comical just yet.
Yeah.
She would have to be a serious Chelsea Green in order to take that title.
I mean, when she's
That's
in the
not
ring,
her.
she's serious. So
Yeah. She
it
wrestles
just
seriously. Yeah.
yeah, she can wrestle. And like if they do a tournament or a series of matches, it should come down to Michin and Chelsea Green because
Yeah,
those two got chemistry. Those two got history. I don't see anyone else. Um, like I said, unless if they do to Dale's theory, if they do bring back someone, I'll vote for Alexa Bliss in a heartbeat over Charlotte. That's for sure. I think Charlotte is gonna come back, and she's probably gonna come back at the Rumble, and maybe she wins the number one contendership at the Chamber and goes on to get Tiffany Stratton. I just have a feeling it's gonna be her and Tiffy, the Battle of the Blondes at Mania. So,
All right.
but I think my heart says Michin, but it could be Chelsea too.
All right. Well, JB brought up Becky Lynch, and the latest I've heard on this is just rumors. Is that she wants a certain dollar amount,
yeah.
and
She
the
want to get paid more than
WWE,
Mercedes.
yeah, the WWE
She
is
wants that
like,
Mercedes Monet money.
Yep.
nah, fam, we not doing that over
Yeah.
here.
WWE is not
And
paying that much
so,
money, especially for her.
yeah, and so the thought is now, yeah, it opens the door for her to go somewhere else, AEW or Impact, something like that, if they're willing to pay up that kind of money, which I don't think they have it. At least Impact.
Tony
doesn't.
does.
Yeah, Tony can make it appear.
Man, Tony
But,
making that he gonna they gonna wind up losing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fuck around with Tony.
Nah. If anything, they're gonna move the Jaguars to England because they got a lot of Jaguar fans
They've been
over there
flirting
on the
with
other
that for
side
a
of the
while.
pond. Yeah,
Nah, I was just saying they gonna wind up losing them. Period.
Yeah.
Like Tony Khan and his family gonna lose that fuck around the wrestling business, bro.
So if
Yeah.
if this is indeed the case, does Tony Khan open the checkbook and pay Becky Lynch the $4 or $5 million, whatever she's looking for, and
he'd be a fool
pay
if he
Tasha
doesn't.
Banks what she's getting now?
I don't think he would do that.
I do.
And the reason why I say he wouldn't do that is because Mercedes not gonna let that happen. Her ego is too big.
Listen,
Okay.
man, her ego is not gonna stop Tony Khan from spending money. If he sees a big shiny toy that walked away from WWE, oh, hell yeah, he's paying her whatever amount she wants, and then they can build a storyline off of that, saying that I've always been better than you, and then I came over here and I make more money than you. So it's gonna burn a hole in Mercedes, and hopefully we get an actual good Mercedes Moné match with Rebecca Quinn.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
it's wishful thinking.
He'll pay.
It's definitely
But
wishful
it's
thinking.
up to her if she's is she a WWE lifer, and she whether retired then to go somewhere else because she's gonna get that money. She's gonna want it from WWE maybe.
Yeah, because
Or
that's where her husband at. Makes sense.
Right.
yeah.
Right. And that's why I always poo-pooed it. But you know, with this money situation coming in, and I could actually see her, you know, just going out and doing it for the betterment of, you know, women's wrestling and in general. That's the only reason why I'm kind of entertaining it now.
And Seth Rollins has been floating around that, you know, he's not doing this forever. So what if Seth Rollins finally, you know, retires and that opens up the door for her to go to somewhere else and ain't got to worry about, you know, her being separated from her husband. Because her husband be right there behind her backstage with the baby. Yeah.
Yeah. When's his contract up?
Oh, didn't he just re-sign the deal?
That's what I thought.
I think he's just floating around retirement. I don't think it's anything to do with contract. I think he's probably just floating around, you know, calling it quits because the man's been carrying the company. Him and Roman been carrying the company for like 10 years.
Right. It's been a long time. Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's usually like a wrestling career, right?
Yeah.
It got to be retirement, dog.
Yeah, it is. I think it's more of a retirement that he's not doing this forever because the injuries are catching up to him. So he's taking 2 hiatus breaks in a year. So it's coming to an end pretty soon, man. It's just like LeBron James. We're watching it unfold, but we just don't know when it's gonna be, you know, the last one.
Yeah,
I'm calling it. He gonna pull a Shawn Michaels on our ass. He gonna go get that back surgery. He gonna sit out for a little bit, couple years, and he gonna come back blazing glory. We're gonna have a Shield reunion. I don't know
how old is Seth now.
That's a good question.
Because when Shawn went out, Shawn was like what, mid 30s?
He was born in 1986.
Mid 30s.
Oh, so we're older than him. So he's like 38.
Yeah, he's a couple years older than me. Oh yeah, he could do it. He could do it.
But coming back after in his 40s, I don't know.
Man,
Shawn retired prematurely, I think.
Which time? Because he retired 3 times.
Yeah, he can come back and do it.
Twice.
I could have sworn he retired 3 times.
No, Shawn retired twice. He retired after Mania, and then he officially retired again when he lost to The Undertaker. Oh, well, I mean, are we really counting Crown Jewel? Are we really counting the bald-headed Shawn Michaels? We don't want to talk about that.
That didn't happen.
Shit.
That didn't happen.
We ain't trying to talk about that.
Fuck all that. That's when you realize your heroes are not immortal. You gotta count that too.
That didn't happen.
Shit.
Man, I ain't trying to remember that haircut, man. I am not trying to relive that haircut.
That was the
that match was a debacle.
It was.
That was people losing masks, people's pecs getting torn,
people
being called.
People not catching them and doing the right tombstone. Like
it was horrible, man.
It was definitely horrible.
It did happen. All right, let's talk about Damage Control. We saw Dakota Kai come back to Damage Control. She's back from injury. She competed this week, and so now Damage Control have 3 members. So the question is, does Dakota Kai coming back to Damage Control, does that ascend them up the women's ranks in I guess the 3-way scene of things? What you think, Joe?
Well, I think it since Io has a championship match waiting in the wings, I think now Kyrie and Dakota can add to the tag team division. While Io, pursues solo gold, because if you notice, they continue with the PF. I'm not calling them now. I'm calling them the stud line. They continue the stud line. So because that was on hiatus because Dakota got hurt, so they took that off for a while. So I'm guessing they probably gonna continue that.
Yeah.
Because right now, like I said, unless Io gets screwed by the stud line in a match against Liv Morgan. But I think the not Io, but Dakota and Kyrie, they'll continue on in the tag team quest for tag team championships. While Io right now gets her championship match with Liv.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like honestly, they need some. You know, the stud line. I love that name, by the way. The stud line. They definitely need competition. They don't
Right.
really have too much competition right
Right.
now. And
Yes.
then
Yeah.
Raw is literally, especially with these 2 hours, becoming rinse, wash, and repeat.
Hmm.
So Dakota, I'm so glad she's back. I
Yeah.
didn't even hear anything about her coming back. That's how
Yeah.
crazy. That's how they
Yeah.
kept it on the low.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Um. So yeah, I'm glad
Still
to see
can't
her
believe she's
back.
Samoan.
Huh? Wait, what?
I
What?
still can't believe she's Samoan.
Really? I
She
didn't know
looks.
that.
Yeah, I didn't know
She's
that
part
either.
Samoan. Yeah, she's mixed with Samoan blood. That's if you I don't know if I forgot what pay per view it was. She showed up with one of those ulafalas. Like Tamina gave her
Oh.
one of those ulafalas, and I'm like, ah, she must be
Hmm?
really good with the family to get one of those. And it turns out she's part Samoan.
Huh.
Hmm. Okay. Huh, you
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
find out something new every
zero in on
day.
that deal.
Hmm.
I did not know
Yeah.
that, so I was like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I had no
I
idea.
follow her and Zelina Vega on YouTube. They got their own those two
Yeah, the
got a
gaming
YouTube
channel
channel.
and stuff.
I love their
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So that's how I think it was on one of their shows, one of their episodes I found out that she was part Samoan.
Wow. Yeah. I just knew her from what s- what's that New Zealand. That's all. That's what I
Yeah.
thought she was. That
Yeah,
was
that's
it.
what I thought. New Zealand.
I mean, yeah, she is, but I think she's still
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot
Yeah.
Yes. So
Right. Get your
somebody's
parents.
either her
Yeah.
mom or her dad, one of them is
Right.
you know, she got a little bloodline in her, yeah.
so she's a Fantu.
Oh, I don't know
She's
about
a
all that.
seeing that. Oh, I'm about to, you know, because you
I
got
don't know about all that.
you throwing the DNA quest out here. So I was just asking, you know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I just know if you Samoan, you an Oos. So regardless
Right.
of the last name. So yeah,
Yeah.
she's an Oos.
Okay. All right. What you guys think about the Miz and the Final Testament? Pretty much
Hmm.
setting a trap for the Y6. Um, we actually got a female battle going on in the Y6 for Nikki Cross. Yay. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what's your thoughts on this one, Trell?
Um, I thought these segments was a little bit entertaining. The fact of Miz getting kidnapped in the middle of a New Day dispute, he gets kidnapped in the background. I thought that was hella funny. And then the reasoning behind it when they show clips with Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel from from the B team, I was like,
Hmm.
oh man, they talking about you want to talk about um,
Yeah.
long story
Long term
booking.
storytelling.
I forgot
Uh-huh.
all about that about the A team. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I did
but
too.
so he was like. They wanted Miz the whole time. They didn't give a rat's ass about the Final Testament. So to come to find out this was all a ruse just to set a trap for them, and to have Bo Dallas just laughing at it, it's like, oh, this is gonna be something. If it wasn't for the bloodline, this would have made a perfect War Games match. I
Hmm.
Yeah.
still think they should do like a traditional Survivor Series match with the Final Testament and the White
Hmm.
Six.
Hmm.
That'd be cool to take it old school for a bit.
Yep.
Um, have it come down to Bo Dallas and Uncle Howdy and Karrion Cross. So
Hmm.
Triple H, if you're listening, this might not be War Games, but make this traditional Survivor Series team match, because this is an entertaining feud to say the least. Because we all was wondering when the Wyatt Six were going to strike again, and who was it going to be, and to give the Final Testament something to do. Oh, this is like the Shield versus Wyatt's kind of all over again.
Yeah.
So is this working because of the Miz? What you think, Jay?
You said I didn't hear you. What you said? Is it working because of the Miz?
Is this working because of the Miz?
I think it would have worked without him,
Okay.
but it pieces the storyline. It gives it some type of meaning to have Miz and the B team and Curtis Axel, which he might make an appearance because usually they blurt people faces out. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
so who knows? But I think it's perfect. It would have been perfect without it as well because you have just these machines on both sides. And to be honest with you, AOP is overhyped. They just some big meaty men. You feel me? Pause. But it's gonna be entertaining because it's just the Wyatts. Like
Right.
I want to see where this storyline goes. I've been tweaking to see what they were gonna do next because again, like we talked about months ago, how can you continue the mysterious mystique of the Wyatts
Yeah.
without it dying out?
Yeah.
And this is perfect. You bring up history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Yeah.
waiting
Yeah.
for somebody to throw some. I'm just waiting for somebody to get some blood falling out the sky and everybody looking around. Because if you notice, this is the first time Scarlett has gotten physical.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like this is really good for her, and I mean it's good for Nikki Cross too because Nikki Cross hadn't had a match, but since the Wyatt Six started. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
all for it. Like you guys say, it gives Scarlett some competition with the women because she doesn't interact with any of the other women. She's just with Karen all
Yeah.
the time. So it gives her a chance to get in on it. So they should have some type of. I'm assuming it's gonna come to a head on Survivor Series. I would not be surprised if it's the go home show on Raw where they have a
Yeah.
multi-person match, have all of the Wyatt Six versus all of Final Testament. So I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't make the PLE,
I mean, but
and
what do we
it's
have on the card so far?
just the War Games match right now, and
Right. So
and Drew and Gunther and
and the priest.
Damien. That's another one. So right now it's just two.
Oh no, it's three. I mean, it's another one. It's yeah, it's three. It's Liv and Io Sky.
Oh, that's a Survivor Series.
Yeah, that's the next one, huh? That's the next pay per view, right?
No,
Yeah.
but isn't Liv gonna be in War Games? She ain't gonna. She's gonna go. She's not gonna fight twice in one pay-per-view, is she?
Yeah. I don't
Mm,
know if that one's been uh
I
made.
mean,
That might be a
but
go-home show as well.
it would be better if that's a go home show, and she could be at
I
War
think Liv is
Games.
gonna be in War Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they announced any female matches
No,
yet.
not one.
No.
So
I
yeah.
know for a fact the tag team titles are not getting defended because I think they're from what we saw on Raw, they're gonna be
They're
in
gonna be at
War
War
Games.
Games.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm. Okay.
I mean,
What did we think about this matchup? Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Um, I mean, the champions retained and everything like that. I'm just sure this is not the last time we're gonna see this. And I think we'll have an actual title change coming up soon. What do you think, Trill?
I think I to be honest, I think this is like a one-off because they use these four to set up War Games. Because I was
Mhm.
kind of confused at the end of that match. I'm like, why is Nia and Tiffy here? Like, what are they doing here? And then Naomi was here. I'm like, okay, what's she doing here? Then Io, I'm like, Io really like freaked me out. I'm like, wait, why is she even here? And then by
Right.
the end of it all,
Yeah.
like, and then by the end of it all, I'm like, oh, this is how
Mhm.
they're rushing the formation of war games. And so pretty
Okay.
much you see the participating party in war games. So I think this is probably gonna be a one-off. That was a one-off match to help set
Okay.
up war games.
All right.
I don't think Raquel and Liv going to get another shot at the tag team titles. Again, if they do, I'd be surprised. It'd probably be afterwards. But we had a guy named Dallas Cash on our show last week, and he had a theory of them losing the tag team titles to Naomi and Bailey, and
Hmm. Hmm.
have Bailey be that one constant that Bianca can't get over that costs them, the championship, which would then plant the seeds for, Jade and Bianca for their potential, rumored match at WrestleMania. So I see Jade and Bianca continue to get tested as a team, but eventually it's going to come down to, I think, hopefully Naomi and Bailey, because it's going to be like another Kevin Owens situation of, you're teaming with her, you're our sister. We battled damage control at WrestleMania, and you're picking Bailey over us. And then Jay's gonna be like, I had enough with this whole damage control Bailey crap. So
Yeah.
it's all gonna fester in, and I think the season gonna be playing as the Survivor Series.
Okay. What's your thoughts on this, Jay?
Um, I was on that show as well with Cash, and honestly, that is a fire way to promote it. But I just thought of something else. You don't even have to have Jade and Bianca like actually have real beef with each other to have a match at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Like you don't, because Jade has that following. Bianca has that extreme following.
Mm-hmm.
They're both gonna put asses to seats. So it don't matter if you're two faces. It don't matter if it's a heel and a face. It's still gonna be a banger of a match. It's something everybody want to see. And I could honestly see it depending on who comes back, who's a heel, who's not a heel. I can see these two young ladies doing it as friends in the spirit of competition.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, we have had situations like this before to see who's the better person, and it could
Yeah,
be like a, a, best of series, a best of three series
Mm-hmm.
leading into WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
you know, Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio did that, and look what happened.
Yeah, it was a damn
They
banger.
were, yeah, but Eddie turned heel afterwards. So
Mm.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah. What
yeah,
I'm saying is, you don't have to have that heel turn before. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You could save that heel
true.
turn for afterwards because what type of like WrestleMania always have cliffhangers. Always, whether
Yeah,
it's the mid card, whether it's the main event, the opener, they have cliffhangers. So that'll be
but
fire.
you got to realize too. You talking about two black women. It don't take
Yeah.
much for one to blame the other and set that powder keg off. So um, I think if anything, the moment they lose those titles, that's where it's gonna happen. And Bianca's the EST, she's the best, the best, the best, the best, this and that. And Jade is like, uh, no, you're not. That's me. So all it takes is just a little bit of chirping, and then us. It doesn't take much to get us started. So
Yeah.
um, Bianca's due for a heel turn. You can use Jade as that superwoman. You know, everyone's gonna be behind her. Everyone's gonna be disappointed and sad over Bianca's heel turn. So it's gonna make money. It's gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah. Then also, like I said on the show, I was like, that gives the prophets something to do. You know what I'm saying? That can lead into her being in a a stable with her husband, and
Mhm.
they both could turn on their friends, or you still have the prophets, Bianca, and B Fab. That could be her new tag team partner. You know,
Yeah,
they running hill.
she ain't sharing the spotlight. She don't. The moment she dumped Jay, she's like, I'm the
It
EST. I deserve to run solo. Why am I wasting my time with people? Tez needs to dump D'Angelo Dawkins. I'm sorry. If y'all catch my episode yesterday, it's like, dude gotta leave him behind, man. If he's not on that same level, you know, too bad, so sad. You can't have a tag team forever. The Rockers didn't stay
but
together forever. DX didn't stay together forever. The Hardys, you know, we all knew
they
Jeff
still
was a better
together.
Hardy, but yet, yeah, but
They still,
the fact that what I'm trying to say is Jeff was the better Hardy. He
yeah.
won championships, but Matt Hardy was like, "Well, I'm not going to sit here and do nothing." So he went
Well,
on and won championships. He won
that's
a
the
championship for TNA.
that's debatable. Now Jeff
I
is
mean,
my
he
favorite
did.
Hardy. Jeff Hardy
He
is my
did.
favorite wrestler of all time.
but
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 what I'm saying is
But I
debatable
mean,
is who was the better Hardy.
Matt Hardy version two, Matt Hardy version two. That shit took off.
Yeah,
but broken Mac Hardy was like the hottest Matt Hardy.
exactly.
Exactly.
He's the
And
hottest Hardy of
So it's
all
like
Hardys.
if you got it in you, you can go and forge your own path. So what I'm saying is, if I'm Montez, I'm gonna have to have a talk with Dawkins. That look, they're not gonna give us any more pushes as a tag team. It's time. Let this man go heel and be with his wife and have them go heel and have them run roughshod. It's like Dawkins is the older one of Tez.
I
So
don't
he's
know if
been
Bianca
there
ready
in
to drop
WWE longer
that
than
John
Tez.
Cena money.
Yeah. And
what
Tez, he's a primetime player, no pun intended. Like the dude is
Yeah.
money. He dresses like money, talks
Yeah.
like money, got
raps
charisma
like
like
money?
money. Yeah. Like let them go make your money, Tez. Dawkins don't understand, but go make your money, fam.
But I'm gonna say this though, and I'm gonna be real. Remember when they kind of like broke them off a little bit, and everybody was doing their own little thing,
Right.
and Dawkins was like killing shit. Like really, Dawkins was showing his ability,
Yeah.
and I
Capitalize
don't
on it.
find nothing wrong. I don't find nothing wrong with Dawkins having a singles run because honestly, they need more. Well, I ain't gonna call him a super heavyweight, but they need more heavyweights out there. You know what I'm saying? And he can move like a goddamn cruiserweight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like if when they split up, they're both it's gonna be the best for both of them. And then they can always have come back and do one-off tag team matches with each other and stuff like that. Hell, who knows? Dawkins might fuck around and you know what I'm saying? He might be the one that
Yeah.
left behind. You know,
Mm.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know about Tez getting left behind, but they got money on that guy. He ain't getting left behind for nobody.
what I'm saying is, Dawkins will wind up being a bigger star. Because it's all about fan support. You know what I'm saying? So I get
Mhm.
it. I love Taz too, just like the Hardy Boys. I love the ones that's killing themselves. But
As
you
as
know,
as long as Dawkins, does good for himself, they all win. That's what I
yeah,
want. I want both of them to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't want it to be like no Tucker and Otis. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
That
saying?
was
I don't want
stupid.
it to be like
That was
that. That was
stupid.
stupid as
They needed to
hell.
break them up. I don't know why they broke them up. That was dumb.
Because
Well,
they wasn't
Tucker
high on
retired
Tucker. They
too.
didn't they didn't they didn't like Tucker.
Yeah. He retired from wrestling. So yeah.
Oh
All right.
damn, he
Let's
got fired, retired, huh?
Nah,
yeah.
he
Let's
still
move
wrestled
up.
on the indie scene for a while. He just retired like last year, a couple months ago, huh?
Yeah. A couple months ago, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow,
Um.
that sucks.
Let's wrap things up on NXT. Um. Look, one of my favorite things going right now in NXT is Metaphor
Mm.
and how they
Yes.
transition to the main roster. Um. They came out and they had a tag team match against Julia and Stephanie Valcour. I understand them losing to them, but at the same time, are you hurting them by making them lose before going to the main roster?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I see a lot of people take L's on the way up to the main roster, so it's
Okay.
usually like their send off type of deal. So nah, they haven't really done anything in the main roster yet. So usually when they leave a brand, they usually 9 times out of 10 lose. So and even if they wasn't beating Stephanie Valkyrie and Julia. So nah, it doesn't hurt them at all. Because once they get on the main roster, it's gonna be like everyone's gonna be like, "Oh hell yeah, it's showtime! The women are here." They ain't gonna care nor remember what happened in NXT. And Chikari showed me something on Tuesday. I'm like, "All right, Chikari, you've been in the lab."
I told you. I told you. It might have just been Saudi. Why she was moving like that, she might have been nervous. You know, being that type of setting is very intimidating. You know,
Yeah.
especially when you get down to the truth of our actual history. But that's another story of another topic.
Yeah.
But
You know.
you know, it's very intimidating, and she might have been. You know, you could tell she was nervous. You know,
Mm,
and both of them was nervous, honestly, because I
yeah.
seen a
I
couple of
mean,
mistakes that they wouldn't make that they do every Tuesday night.
It happens.
You know,
yeah.
That's
Once
nice
they're on the
fight.
main roster, my girl Jada Parker can get all the shine
ooh, yes
that she's
indeed.
so richly deserved.
Y'all
You
hitting it
know,
tonight,
yeah,
baby.
that you can ask John. That's my one and only right there, man. Miss Parker. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
bro. Hey, bro. We gotta go. We gotta go get in that Devil's Playground match. I don't play behind Miss Parker.
Oh
I, I,
man,
I
but
would think we
yeah,
some Miss
man.
Jackson.
I see Miss Jackson up close and personal last year, and she's
Uh-huh.
a beautiful woman.
Yeah,
She's
she's very beautiful.
we
Hmm.
went to me and John. Shout out to John. We went to Wale Mania last year,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was Jakari, Nikita Lyons, and Lola Vice. They was like huddled up on stage on this small little part of the stage. We noticed and we was like, oh shit, God damn.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Boy,
All
I
that,
tell you
oh,
what, man.
all that ass is brushed up there, boy. You think you get you a fucking 8-piece combo?
Uh-huh.
Man, listen, man.
Mhm.
It was a beautiful thing. It was a good vibe and stuff, but seeing them there, it was like, and this was before any of them. I think out of all of them, Nikita Lyons was the only one that was really on NXT at the time, and Lola Vice was still, still in the PC getting ready. Jakara Jackson was also, PC getting ready. So to see them before they are where they are now, it's awesome because you
Yeah.
see them grow. So I never got to see Jada Parker, but goddamn, I wish I did because the sister's real. That girl is real.
Hmm.
She's LSU's she's
Yes.
LSU's finest right there. You know
Yes,
what
she
I'm
Right.
is,
saying?
boy.
That's right. That's
That's the
right.
only thing I like about LSU right about now.
Uh, yes, indeed, man. All right. Anything else from NXT I want to talk about real quick before we end the show?
Yeah. What do you guys think of the women's Iron Survivor? They don't. What do you think? Who else is gonna, fill up the field? Because Jenna Parker's calling next. We don't know what match she's in. Julia and Stephanie, they're pretty much announced to be in, matches.
Right.
Is Zari gonna be in there? Is the Juggernaut gonna make a return and be in Iron
I'm pretty sure
Survivor?
she's gonna be in there. Nikita Lyons qualified last night. I mean, sorry, on Tuesday, right? If I'm not mistaken. The match with
No,
Was it an Iron
no,
Survivor? I
Rizzo.
think it was
that
just a
was
grudge match.
that was a grudge
Oh,
match. That was her catch. That was
Yeah,
Rizzo catchback.
okay. All right. All right.
beat her down
So
with a
the
pipe.
only
Anyway,
person, the only person that qualified was
so Ruka.
Solaruco. And honestly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. That's my pick to win the Iron Survivor. I don't
Mhm.
care who else is in there. That is my pick to win the Iron Survivor Challenge because she's been looked over too many times. And
Yeah.
Stephanie don't need it. Really and truly, none of the newcomers need it because they're already hot.
But
Oh
my
yeah, I agree
question
with that.
is,
But they're gonna be in a match because
Yeah.
yeah,
they bring eyes
because
to the match.
because my question is, Roxanne has been pinned by Stephanie and Zaraya. So I'm wondering, is she gonna defend the title in Iron Survivor, or
Nah, they can't do
what's
that.
she gonna be doing? Because she doesn't have an opponent yet,
That's
and she's already been pinned by 2 women.
that's their Money in the Bank match. So you can't put a title on like unless it's that weird year, COVID year, where Becky
Actually,
Lynch got
no,
pregnant.
that was the Iron Survivor isn't a Money in the Bank. That's an automatic no more contendership. I think you're
But
talking
yeah,
about the other
Right.
one.
no, I was just saying it holds the statue of the Money in the Bank. Basically, you got the title shot at deadline, automatic title shot at
Mhm.
deadline.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
it would be something interesting if they do announce that Roxanne defends in the Iron Survivor match. That way, she doesn't have to get she doesn't have to be the final pin to lose that championship. It could be somebody else,
And
with
then
the
she
most
can go up to the
victories
main
to
roster.
yeah. And
Mhm.
because it's
man,
in
she needs to
December,
take that
she
L
should
before
come
she
up
go
to
to
the
the main
Rumble.
roster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes perfect sense to defend at the Iron Survivor, so that way she can go out without taking a pit. Well, I mean, she still might take a pinfall throughout the match, but to be the deciding factor pin, she doesn't have to take it. It could be somebody else to get that pin, and most victories win. Someone else get that, that 5th victory or how many victories there is before the time runs out, and walks out with the championship. Roxanne Perez is sitting there, like, damn, I just lost. And then a couple of weeks later, she pulls up in Indianapolis. And
Mhm.
there's her. And she might pull up to Netflix. So I think it'd be cool if they defended inside it because, like I said, within a month, she's been pinned by Stephanie and she's been pinned by Zarya.
Yeah.
So she
What
doesn't
I
have a
can
definitive no more contender.
what I can see happening, there's two things that can happen. All those ladies are not about to get into the Iron Survivor Challenge. Just being honest with you, Stephanie and how you say the other lady name? I can't even
Stephanie
say it.
Southwell.
Julia,
Oh,
Julia,
Julia.
yeah,
Yeah.
Julia. So one of those are getting in there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In the Iron Survivor, but it would make more sense for it to be a triple threat. And you leave both of those out of the Iron Survivor. If you want to just talk about straight booking wise, you know what I'm saying, to fill out the card. And you have all these new challengers that's in the Iron Survivor. That way you can have your first big title match at deadline.
What about some more TNA people being in the Iron Survivor? Like Rosemary or um, the
There's
Juggernaut Jordan Grace.
there's only two
yeah.
people I could really see being in the Iron Survivor challenge from TNA.
Hmm.
Definitely Jordan Grace because
Hmm.
she's on her way to WWE.
Hmm.
And hear me out, just hear me out. Just for nostalgia, you have Ash by Elegance.
Hell no.
Okay.
Hey, I said for nostalgia, but but
Man.
you can also, if you want to like real talk, if you want to do something, you can put the TNA Women's Current World Champion in there right now.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
It,
Yeah.
isn't the Iron Survivor at deadline?
Yeah.
Oh shit, it is. I
I
thought
Mhm. Is that
so.
deadline?
no,
What?
that's us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should defend the title inside Iron Survivor.
So wait. What? Something comes after deadline. What comes after deadline?
That'd be the whole new year.
Yeah.
That'd be like in 2025. Next time they have a PLE outside of
Right. Exactly.
deadline. They don't have anything between now and deadline.
Nah, man, they
Yeah.
got
No.
one, but they got one after deadline where the Iron Survivor takes on the current champion. I forgot because Trick did it last year.
Oh, that was in January though.
Oh,
I
it
know
Yeah.
what
was
you're talking
in
about. It was
It's
in
a
January.
different.
January.
It's a different
It was
calendar
in
every
January.
year.
Yeah, it is. It was in
Yeah,
January.
The deadline used to
it
be
was.
in January.
And question:
Yeah,
is deadline even NXT this year? Because
Yeah.
yeah.
it looked like it was gonna be a main roster pay per view this year.
Oh, it's NXT.
No, it's still NXT. That's their bread.
Okay.
That's their end of the year pay-per-view. That's what I was saying. They should defend the title in Iron Survivor because it's the end of the year. Go out with a bang. Like, you know, Roxanne Perez loses, and, you know, next month she pulls up at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what John said. New Year's Evil. That's the first
New Year's
PLE.
Evil. That's what it is.
Yeah.
New Year's Evil. Show is.
I'm sure they're gonna do that
To me, that'll make more sense too. Because I mean, at the same time, Roxanne still could be in the Royal Rumble as the champion, you know, and she lose the title at New Year's Evil.
Yeah.
I think. Well, yeah. I'm still gonna hold out the theory that she defends it because she's been taking losses by so many people, so it makes sense to. They can't have a defending number one contender, so why not just have her? Because I'm pretty sure she's gonna run her mouth to Ava, and Ava's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, how about you defend it in Iron Survivor? Let's make some more history."
Yeah, because my baby Ava been doing it. She been doing her thing. You hear me? Doing her thing with the matches.
Hey man, I want no smoke with Dwayne, so you handle that by yourself, man.
It's all. Hey,
I don't want any smoke, no pun intended, with the final boss.
Hey, it's all good. Like I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell him. Hey, you might be the final boss. You might kick my ass like Cody Rhodes, like you did Cody Rhodes on the way to WrestleMania. But I know you got one spot where I could take your ass down, and you better guard it. You better not give me one chance, because I'm like Jeff Hardy when he was trying to prove something to Undertaker. I'm gonna beat your ass one of these times now.
He never did though.
But still, Jeff. As each match continued, each week, Jeff kept messing over Undertaker. So, and Undertaker wound up putting him in the ground. But still, I had to prove my point.
Yeah. You probably earn some respect from him or something. That's about it.
Yeah, he gonna pick me up, dust me off, be like, you know, you still can't date my daughter, right?
Oh man. And keep in mind, she got cousins too, so yeah, good luck with that.
For real.
Hey, if they could put Sammy in the Usos, if they could say Sammy Uso, they could say Smoke Uso. It rolls off the tongue better.
That sounds like a smoking party. Smoke Uso.
Exactly. Then look, I fit in with the tribe. I already got a tribal name. You know, then in the States, my people, they Choctaw Indian, so that's my tribal name. So, you know. Oh, man. We got to mingle the bloodline, like make the bloodline stronger.
Oh, man, we got Jay out here committing suicide, and then we got Dale trying to put a 50-plus-year-old man in the hospital with his face up some dude's ass. Hey, yo, wild tonight, man.
Oh, shit.
That was great. All right, then, y'all. We're going to wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate y'all with the comments, joining into the show. Jay Smoke, always appreciate you dropping by. Trail, always appreciate you too, man. Will see you guys next week, and we're going to talk some more wrestling. So, Kenny Omega, take us home.
Nice to meet you too. Goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes! Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.